everyone present here. I'm beyond grateful and happy that I can be sitting here. So first of all, welcome the world, all the eyes, all the hearts, all the souls that are watching us from many, many countries, all the young hearts here sitting in front of us and around us, and of course, thank you to the town of Oświęcim from Poland that is hosting this event of One Humanity Bakery, the exploration into us. So I would like to introduce Dr. Nina Meyerhoff, my partner in this dream, but I know that so many that are watching, seeing now in the world, they're working for the same dream in so many fields, and that's really something. So Nina, please, if you can join me. Oh, you're already here. And Nina, when I met her 5 years ago, it was meeting with Action itself and working so many years with youth. And I guess that's why we are here together here with so many young ones in front of us. Nina, please. Just a second. Okay.
How are you? I'm calling in from the United States, and I'm so happy to see you. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whoever is watching. Thank you for coming. Domin and I started a project called One Humanity Institute, and that is to be placed adjacent to Auschwitz for the lessons that were never learned, but we must learn as one humanity now more than ever. And so this is the beginning. The bakery, the One Humanity Bakery, the recipe for a brighter future, because we all need to look for the future and build it together. Thank you.
Imagine that there is an end to terror, suffering, trauma. Imagine there is a place unlike any other that is dedicating its total existence to this cause as the answer to one of the world's darkest moments in history. Placed close to Auschwitz, the city of hope, or one humanity, focusing on collaboration, equality, responsibility, creativity, and innovation, to spread love and all our mutual caring. A city, a sanctuary, a response, to act towards a world of peace using sustainable, mutual, experiential paths for seeing the change. Imagine, this place already exists. With a team of people just like you that believe in this vision of a world of peace. Let's pursue this world together.
Yes, this is a big, giant dream, but I think we're in times that such giant dreams can happen. And first of all, I have to really say that whatever we're doing here, it's work of so many seen and unseen hands, and we have to be clear of that. But one most important gratefulness in this spot is, of course, that to the family of Horowitz Gerstner, which were living here, and of course the turn of history changed lives so much, but because of their pure heart and vision and wishing to use from the past what it is the best for the future, that's why we're seeing here, sitting here. So we will take you on a journey of many friends, many impacts, and also some live inserts with the round table. But now sincere help to Chaim Horowitz and the family. But now we will listen to the Guy Horowitz, the son of Chaim, the message.
Good evening. On behalf of my family, I would like to thank you all for taking the time to join us on this very special occasion. My name is Guy Horowitz. I am the son of Chaim Horowitz and the grandson of Rachel Rachel Lusha Gerstner, whose parents, my great-grandparents, Miriam and Chaim Gerstner, were the proprietors of this amazing house, which we all now know by the name, the bakery. The Gerstners were known throughout Oshwiecim, Chrzanów, and the entire area, not only for the quality of their baking, but also and mostly for their kindness, love, and care for the community. Unfortunately, most of the family members were murdered in a time where love and kindness gave way to hate and darkness. But their spirit lived on. And in this spirit of love and care, we're happy to make this place available to the community, to the dear people of Oświęcim, and the many people around Poland, across Europe, and around the world who believe in this vision of one humanity. It is symbolic that this great house, a 180 years old architectonic gem, declared to be a heritage site for preservation by the local authorities, will now be under the good care as the One Humanity Bakery, with smells of fresh baked goods and the sounds of young people filling the hallways which nearly 80 years ago were filled by the joy and laughter of my grandmother, her siblings, and their parents. Their memory and their legacy will guide us towards a better future, filled with kindness and love of the other. These are the foundations, the building blocks, the bread and butter of our future. Thank you.
I desire to be around people whose mind is always open.
A lot of people are scared to show who they really are, and I would like to see in the future the moment when they won't be scared.
Our huge desire for this world is common respect and justice for all the people in the world.
In the future, it is important for me to be happy, fulfilled and calm.
Being happy is the most important thing.
Well, about my dream, I wish to write a really good book.
I would love this cafe to be a place of cultural diversity and also a place giving many opportunities to work for people under 18.
I think it could be a connection between tourists and locals.
Room with a 3D printer. We don't have a chance to be inventors as we want to be.
I can't live without meeting new people from all around the world, and that's why I regret not having a place in my town to hang out with them.
I think young artists need a place to meet more experienced artists.
I hope that this place will somehow inspire me.
The biggest and on the other hand the hardest goal to achieve is to constantly manifest the values I believe in.
The bakery could be a connection, but most importantly, a place where we can feel safe and where we can have fun together.
A place like this may give me an opportunity to learn about cultures, about language.
As a beginner writer, I would love a place that inspires me.
And I
First of all, thank you, Guy, and thank you, Haim. Those are the seeds that you're envisioning how to go forward in the future. So thank you. It was a trailer. It was a longer piece, which will be possible to see later. But that was really a fast jump from the past to the future. But now I would like to present here and give a word to Katarzyna Jarosz, the head of the Fuerte Architects, who did the concept of bakery, and also in this path towards the concept research much of the history, but they're being very humble regarding that, regarding the area. But I will pass the word to you, and she's here with the colleague Eva Urbancik, and both welcome here. So, and in the background will be shared a few slides, and please do share in that time.
We want to discover and to present a normal life of the people who lived here in the city, and especially in this part of the city, who wanted to live here and just survive. The bakery was the most of important places of the city for them.
As we know, many Jewish family lived in Oświęcim, settled in Oświęcim. Many Jewish people and traders live near this area at Kościelna Street and Old City town in Oświęcim at Berka Jeselewicza Street. As the Gerstner's family. The Gerstner's family lived at Spadzista in the building where the One Humanity Bakery can be located, in this building behind us, maybe a little far. Haim Gerstner was a baker just like his father and his brother. They have a bakery in Chrzanów near Oświęcim. As we know, that speeches of Guy Horwitz. The bread is very important at that time. At that time, it was a basic element of food and meals, so the demand was high. There were 4, maybe 5 bakeries in Oświęcim near this location. Included 2 was very close to each other. The first one in this building behind us, the place where we are. And the second one was the next 2 in the building that has been destroyed, unfortunately, because that was an amazing building. And in this building was Haim Gerstner's bakery. The symbolism of bread that connected the individualist into a community, the people into one humanity. It perfectly shows the purpose of the One Humanity Bakery building. I think the building it will be for people, for connect people, for unite people. It will be a place which allows to create a community. In addition, it offers to young people, young working people, co-working spaces that enables for their development, for their professional development.
Our project is the first step for us in architecture here. It's like a bridge between past and future, and I think it's very important for this place, for the city.
The history that has been discovered about Chaim Gerstner and his family in near future will be present on the One Humanity Bakery website.
With us is the one person of our team, Agnieszka Smukowska, and she's sitting there. Thank you.
Thank you, Mateusz, for this.
I am so honored to have the privilege to honor you, the bakery, the wonderful people who commit their lives, who do everything in their power to celebrate the most beautiful gift of God, the gift of memory. I am here with you, hoping that you and I together, we're going to be stronger than me alone and you alone, for you to be a good partner to me, to do everything in our power, to see to it that our children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren, I have 7 of those, that's my best revenge to Hitler, that we're going to do everything in our power, that it will never happen again. I hope you are going to also bake the wonderful cookies and all the beautiful recipes that you inherited from our ancestors, because our ancestors didn't have it as good as we do, and they never gave up. We never ever give up. And so I want to tell you that there is hope in hopelessness, and this is what I'm hoping to be a good role model to you, to see to it that never ever good people would do such bad things. So hopefully you will be listening to someone like me who tells you that I have no time to hate. I don't live in the past, otherwise I would be still a prisoner and a hostage of the past. I live in the present. I think young, but not young and foolish. I am going to be 93 years young, and I work with the post-traumatic growth, that we grow from the past, because the more we suffer, the stronger we become. So Happy New Year, Lashana Tova, much, much love to you. I'm so grateful to honor you, and thank you very much for your dedication.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm glad to be here.
Hi,
and
Nina.
I welcome you to our bakery discussion here in the town of Oswiecim. We are moving from the past into the present and daydreaming a brighter future. But what are our recipes for this? So that you know, the bakery is gifted to us to use to bring the young people together so that they can begin to imagine a world that they want to see. So I want to first introduce you a bit to Olga Klok, who is the teacher who brought the young people together. She is fantastic, really. And before I do that, I want to tell you everybody that's here. Yeah. First of all, as Nina Meyerhoff, I've worked in this field 30 some odd years, always empowering young people, looking to see what do they think for a better future. And I know these young people with Olga have been thinking together about what is that look like. And then we have Robert Lukowski, who is an entrepreneur and head of an angel investment firm. And furthermore, he brought his son with him, who has studied in the UK and has some ideas about what is good for Poland. And then Alan Briskin, who is our executive advisor, who has been working with us for 5 years and has a holistic understanding of what is needed and what we are doing. So first, I want to invite Olga. Olga, dear Olga, thank you. You've been so fantastic. We graciously appreciate you. So I want to ask you a little question. Yes, Olga?
Yes, I'm
Please-
ready.
Please tell me what attracted you to this project? Why did you want to work with us?
Okay, hello everyone, welcome. I'm so happy and honored to be part of this project. As you mentioned, I'm the teacher, but I don't want to be the teacher because the question is what attracted me to this project, and the answer is not simple. I'm a teacher, but my goal has always been not just to teach the subject I teach, but also to be a teacher kind of life. Of course, how successful I am, I don't know, but why I'm here because I want the better future for them. They are my students, and they hopefully they can confirm that every day I enter the class, I'm happy because I'm with them. I have a smile on my face because I'm there with them. They give me power. Nina, you mentioned about empowering young people, but this is them who empower me. They motivate me every day. They give me inspiration. And I want to try for them because I really care that they will have a better future. I feel responsible as an adult, as a teacher. They will be living in peace, they will have their freedom, they will have tolerance. And all the three complete each other. One cannot exist without another. Then this is the answer. I'm here for them. Thank you.
Thank you, Olga. And maybe you could introduce one or two of your students and they could tell us what are they thinking? What is it that they would like to see in their town occur? What are their dreams for their lives there? We want to hear their hearts. Yes, please.
Okay. Of course, I am Agata, and I've been working on this project with Ms. Olga since last year. And I would like to say that I think the whole project gives us a chance to meet with for the first people, for the first thing, but also to get to know something about us. We can figure out what is going to be our future. Yeah, maybe Shimon now.
Thank you. Anybody else there want to share with us? Innovation, social change. Yes, a brighter future.
Shimon. I actually want to be part of the project because I want to, I don't know, maybe inspire myself by other people that do the similar things like me, or just to improve myself to, like the bakery would be the inspiration and the motivation, and somehow let me try new things to discover what I want to do actually. So that's my goal. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else that wants to say something?
Okay, so hi, I'm Yurka, and I'm part of this project because I think actually I want to only be happy in my future, and I think bakery will give me and other people a chance to be happy because I don't have any specific plans for my future. I only want to graduate school, probably go to some university or something, but my main goal in my future is to be happy, and I think everyone wants to be happy. So yeah, I think it's very important in life to spend time with people who makes you happy, being in place that makes you happy, and yeah, just be happy. I think so. Thank you so much.
Okay, I would like to Robert. Yes? You must unmute yourselves, yes. Robert, would you like to say something to the young people? Give them inspiration for how entrepreneurship can be good for social change.
Hello, everybody from Warsaw. Unfortunately, we couldn't join you, but yes, I think I'm very lucky to work with many innovators, startups, and entrepreneurs who try to change the world for better. And I think I will never get bored with this job. So as Nina asked to share a bit more about entrepreneurship, I have a few thoughts for you. So I think that entrepreneurship is about taking the initiative. Many times you see a problem that you can deal with, some innovations that you can improve people's lives, or just ideas worth sacrificing. It won't materialize until you make some action and make it happen. And the secret is that the execution is much more important than just having the idea. But entrepreneurship is also about taking a risk, being brave, but also be persistent. So many entrepreneurs are unsuccessful, especially in their first ventures. Many give up on halfway. But even if they fail, they certainly have a chance to learn a lot. And most of all, they feel that have tried. I know many famous and admire people who say that they wish they had been brave enough to take a try and make their dreams come true. So there's another secret I share with you. The sooner you start making your dreams come true, the better. And last but not least, entrepreneurship is about learning and development. And it's probably the most interesting thing in what I'm observing with startups. If we ask ourselves what are the future, how the future will look like, what competencies, what jobs are important, I think that if humanity will implement the innovations that are already in our reach, such as autonomous cars, transportation drones, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and all of this stuff that people are working right now on, a lot of professions that we know today will simply disappear. This doesn't mean that it's not worth learning at school, but it's worth thinking about what I would like to do in the future and trying to understand myself, but also understand the world around me, and what's the future. And the tip here for me is to observe startups and innovations, artists and people who try to do something with their minds in future. But the most important is that entrepreneurship is about working with people, having a lot of relationships, interactions, and being with people. So after all, we do it for people and by people. And I think that One Community Bakery project is great because it gives you the opportunity to practice all the things that I mentioned before, meeting a lot of people, doing something that will help you to develop, to get to know people from different cultures, countries, professions. It could be tourists visiting your city. It could be some other people around you that you can learn from. And I think that this project creates a great opportunity also for many entrepreneurial, innovative projects. I keep my fingers crossed, and I will especially would like to thank to Nina and Domen for being very entrepreneurial in this and making this happen. Good luck.
Thank you. I know we are persistent. That I know.
Yes, that's for sure.
And I really appreciate the words you've said because, in a way, it goes with leadership and change. And we are in the need of building a new world now. Everything is like falling and disintegrating. So you have your young son with you, and it's wonderful.
I'm here.
I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Yes, please.
So, when I came to UK, I saw that they definitely have many different things that I actually didn't see in Poland, such as less pollution. The town is so much cleaner, and then when I came back to Poland, I actually felt that it should change. Then the CO2 emission, I think that that's a problem in Poland because everybody thinks that that's our blessing that we have coal and we should use it. Well, I don't think we should because it's not very efficient. And now we used up most of the coal we have, and it actually costs more money to get the coal that like in the lower
levels.
in the low levels in the ground. And so otherwise, I think the education program and the schools in Poland are so much different than UK. In UK, it's so much easier to find a school with the IB program, where you can go to your university everywhere in the world. And in Poland, there's not many high schools that have that program, and I think it's really, I think it's really important. And well, that they speak English. The English language is really important. As you see, this whole event is in English, and everybody here is speaking English without the knowledge of like learning this language. You can't actually hear what we are saying, and most of the international events and things that we have are in English because, well, this is the most popular language in the world.
I want to say thank you very, very much because you touched on very important points, I must say. And I sincerely hope that every step you take makes a difference in this world. Yes?
Thank
And, whatever I can do to help you, and I think also with the other students, we will. But keep on the good path of making good change. Thank you.
Nina, I would like to jump in.
That I would like to help you too.
Okay, we will partner for sure. I look forward.
Nina, let me put attention. There are a few more.
Erskine, do you have something you'd like to share with the group?
Hi, Nina. Thank you. I was really touched by what you just spoke of, Robert, and your son, because my father, who was born in Lithuania, grew up in a coal mining town in Pennsylvania, and in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and so he lived in a coal mining town. My son worked for Tesla and helped put solar paneling on homes. And so in a period of 100 years, we saw the economies change, the perspectives change. And like my son, you're bringing forward a vision of a different way we can be together. There was a reason that we needed coal at one point, and it's hard letting go of the past. But we also are capable of seeing that there's some things that we once needed that no longer serve us. And so your words are really powerful in reminding us that we have to think forward into a future that we want to be part of. And that brings me to my, gratitude for the work that you're supporting in Auspicium, because the bakery as an idea, bread has always been the most basic physical substance for humans, but it has also historically been a spiritual sustenance. And I think that's what we're trying to do. When Guy spoke of the origins of the bakery, he talked about a family that was not only making bread, but was operating from kindness and love. And that's the human spirit. So one aspect of the bakery is to sort of reawaken our spiritual destiny, our returning to the human spirit of caring for each other. I think the other part, and many of you spoke to this, is Auspicium has been subject to a shadow, to the shadow of evil, and it has wounded the people who have had to be part of this place. And so part of the bakery is also symbolic of healing. And the One Humanity Institute, by wanting to be adjacent to the camps, is a symbol of healing, of making whole again. And throughout the world, people are suffering from various traumas from the history from where we've come from. Auspicium is not alone in having experienced trauma. And in the United States now and throughout the world, we still are subject to traumatizing effects. And so to take initiative, to take the entrepreneurial spirit, to bring forward an action that says we can establish a different way of walking toward a future is such an important step. It's a symbolic step and it's a practical step, because it's time now for us to gather those who care and love and bring the force of that as a collective to creating and being part of a new world. And it's also what I heard from Olga's students, that they want to be part of something positive. They want to be part of creating something, because that's what inspires us. And so I'm touched by everything that we've heard today. And again, Domen, Nina, thank you for taking the initiative to have this begin.
Yeah. We are truly learning how to be one humanity, so that we learn to share and care for each other. It's
Nina.
the only way we will sustain ourselves and our planet. So thank you, everybody, for being with us. And yes, we'll talk more. Thank you.
Nina, do you hear me? Yes.
Excuse me?
Yes, okay. But I would still like to give a word to two students here in front to give ending words. So please, for these panel, just go on.
Hello, I'm Carolina. And first of all, thank you for such an opportunity of being here. It's amazing experience. I'd like to say that my huge desire for this world and future world is a common respect and justice for every human being in this world.
Hello, my name is Sabina. I'm a member of Roma community. I want to say that Roma experienced very terrible experience in Second World War, and I want, like as Roma woman, to say that I really want peace, racial justice, and no discrimination anymore. And I dedicate to all Roma people in the world.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you. Please.
Okay, so hello, I'm Zuzia. I'm not from Oświęcim, but I live quite close in the vicinity. And I want to tell something as a Polish people, because a lot was told about the freedom and the future, and I think the key to building a good freedom is to remember about the past. So I want to tell that me and my generation will remember about what happened. And it's not only about Jewish people, about Roma community, but also about a lot of Polish people who died. So we will remember about it, and I hope that the future generation will also not forget about it. So that's my dream about future. Maybe not only one, but not the one that should not be told here, I think. So I think that's something that should be also mentioned for me. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you, Zuza. Thank you, Nina. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Robert. And that's it. But I have to say, express the gratitude to Dr. Edith Eger, who you heard before, because she recorded in her 91st year of life a message, and she is a Holocaust survivor and dedicated her whole life and still every minute of it to education, to support, to inspiration. You should look. She wrote a beautiful and strong book to choice, and she recorded a special message for all of you here and in the world. And that was it. But now it will follow the message of our very dear friend and very dedicated worker for the betterment of humanity and very much focused in the ecology, environment, and our senior advisor, dear Sally and Rennie, with her special message, again, to youth here and around the world.
The bakery, the One Humanity Bakery. This is more than a brilliant idea. It's the convergence of decades of many of swirling energies wanting to come together to heal, to learn, and yes, to play. We hear much about existential risks these days. It is not climate change. It is not nuclear war. It is the illusion of separation, that we are separate from each other and from nature. We are not man or woman apart from anything. We are all it, and it is all us. I am you, you are me. Separation is a grand illusion to which we have been hypnotized for centuries. And that illusion, that spell, has to be broken in order to achieve lasting peace. The One Humanity Institute has arrived in the nick of time. The scent of baking bread has always been for me the sweet smell of coming home, of comfort, companionship, coming together to feed the body, yes, but also to feed a longing, to relax, to belong, a time to share dreams and ideas, to welcome in a stranger you don't know, who you think is very different from you, but actually our hearts are the same. So young people, what a time you are living in. Lean into the future with all of your might. Create the future you want. Do not let it happen by default, by sitting back. This is not the place or time to sit back. I love hearing that you say the bakery is a safe place, a place to hang out, a place to learn, to meet people. The bakery. The One Humanity Institute Bakery. This is just the beginning. The whole world needs and wants to bake bread together once again. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Zuzan. The following message is from Audrey Eger, who is the daughter of Edith Eger, the survivor, and she's working with Andreas, who is the grandson from a Nazi family. And they found each other, and they were doing a great job in education, in leadership, and they prepared this message for all of us. The two sides which are always present in us, they're not outside, sometimes they look outside, and so thank you for your message to both of you.
Greetings from Austin, Texas. My name is Audrey Eger Thompson, and I'm a second-generation Holocaust survivor and an executive coach. My mother, Edith Eger, also joined this program. We're honored to be celebrating the launch of One Humanity Bakery. Despite my parents' painful past, they taught me to embrace all cultures. There was always an extra chair at our dinner table, a seat that was filled by a wonderful array of diverse friends. I learned quickly to judge people by their character, not by their appearance or their past. I met Andreas, who you'll meet shortly, when I was in Switzerland 2 years ago. We discovered a shared history, a painful chapter in our family's past. His grandfather was a Nazi. My Jewish mother survived Auschwitz. We were not the likeliest of friends. Andreas and I faced a construction problem in our first meeting. Do we build a wall or do we build a bridge? Should the past stop us from moving forward? Never. We've since built a practice to promote healing for those who may have a family history they feel holds them back. As we strive to help them release these burdens, we open the door to experience new meaning and joy. We have chosen love as our path for healing, just as the bakery. Regardless of our past, we must remember what brings us together. We must remember that we are one in our humanity. Thank you.
A warm hello from the shores of Lake Geneva. I'm Andreas Filias Neumann, facilitator in leadership development and conflict resolution. I'm humbled and grateful to be part in this launching of the One Humanity Bakery in Oświęcim. My grandfather was a local Nazi leader in the region of Frankfurt am Main. As an SA squad head, he took part in the persecution of Jewish citizens in Frankfurt and in paving the way for Hitler to get into power and go God knows what else. To discover and unravel the history of this part of my family was quite a challenging and disturbing venture. I ventured on this in my late teens and early adulthood, and based on the fact that nothing was really shared with me, put quite some effort into putting together the pieces. The shame and the guilt I felt was overwhelming at times. And only recently could I overcome that with the help of dear Edith Eger. I chose to make it part of my professional and personal quest to support and help to overcome pain and past horrors. Having met Edith and Audrey is one of the greatest gifts in my life. I'm inspired to work alongside with Audrey for a better future, to create healing and help people find peace. The launch of the One Humanity Bakery is a wonderful initiative for peace and healing. We are humbled and proud to be part of the celebration of a source for feeding love. Thank you very much.
When me becomes we, then the soul, mind, and body is a tranquil river, calm like a pond when the wind is quiet. Still as trees like armored back guards. I see my heart move just like the budded twigs amid crisp leaves on the tree, hugging my face like fresh air blown after a rainstorm. When me becomes we, glorious like nature. No more dying bees and polluted oceans. No felled forests and melting polar caps. When me becomes we are ready to come into completeness, to come into the most pleasant melodic song like the commons nightingale singing at sunrise. When me becomes we, self is left behind, and we glide to the eternal moment like a rising summer sun woven into a tapestry of profound abundance made golden. When me becomes we become an immortal army of light, letting beauty in, letting it all in, like rainwater infiltrating into parched soil. When me becomes we, then a dinosaur gets out of us like a person once known evaporates. All walls start walking and never comes back. When me becomes we, when me becomes we, when me becomes we, deep and true, then we have meaning to life.
you very much, Francisca, for your time.
Now I'd like to share with you the ingredients to bring peace into this world. You feel with your heart, you think with your heart, you do with your heart, you act with your heart, you love with your heart, you give with your heart, and I like you to remember that we are one humanity. We are all brothers and sisters. We are all brothers and sisters. Please now look at our donation page, and if you like our project, please donate. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
My name is Carlos Werther. I'm a psychiatrist and a psychologist. I've spent the last 50 years sharing a spiritual understanding to social psychological processes. And the same way as the bakery nourishes us with bread, which is food for the body, we need to be nourished spiritually and understand that One Humanity Institute has a purpose, and is to understand that we are one. We are witnesses in a planet that has been entrusted to us to take care of it. We are no more, no less than the trees and the rocks. No more and no less than the fish and the birds, the insects and the dinosaurs. We are another one. You and I are here to gather into this notion that if we recall the oneness of humanity, we might make a contribution. Children's a world that works for everyone.
Thank you, Ku. Thank you, Carlos. And I would like to once more say that all of that, whatever we're doing, it's always a work of many, and especially in this case. So we prepared one video of many members of our team that we gathered in these few years, and it's even bigger, but some of them shared what they think of what One Humanity is. So very grateful to everyone who contributed in their way.
Yes, a sense of freedom and joy and love in my heart, and knowing that we are one.
One Humanity is the advancing of our youth into educational projects that will help make our world a better place.
It's like a bridge over troubled water of history.
The arc of light, love, and power for our evolving planet.
The opportunity to revision the way we see each other and are to each other.
One Humanity lets us discover and rediscover the power of love and peace.
Positive playground, synchronization, collaboration, and hope.
Is unity in diversity. Mutual caring for all. Connection from our human community. And Ubuntu. I am because you are. I am because of you.
One Humanity in the flow of life is love in action.
Is a nursery for the cultivation of a garden of souls.
A group of people from all over the world, from different cultures, coming together, connecting, uniting to achieve something positive for the world.
Is an invitation for a very necessary human reconnection.
is a platform for world peace. Let's join in solidarity and make the world a better place. Thank you.
We are here as a family, and one humanity is just this feeling of being connected together.
Awake. The life of the earth is in your kind hands and compassionate heart. The earth is watching.
One Humanity is an opportunity to look beyond differences and to work together towards a future that is more just and peaceful.
It's a world where we interact with each other from our hearts.
It's built on the foundation that all life is sacred and that our highest human qualities will carry us towards the light of hope, healing, and peace.
One Humanity means the realization that in spite of all our amazing diversity we have, ultimately there is no other.
Is initiating the promises that lay within us.
Passion, excitement, and bright future.
Is a state of being, living, and acting. It's a conscious understanding that we are all connected and that we are all truly one.
Peaceful collaboration, efforts, and togetherness
is when the sacred is awakened and we feel the call for service.
It's a dream coming through, uniting us and leading us in a new future.
Is a consciousness awakening, an understanding that we are all connected and our future is indivisible.
To me, One Humanity is a peaceful world where all humans can live in harmony with each other regardless of their differences.
I'm experiencing the joy of evolutionary coherence, imagining people across the globe as they remember we are one humanity.
Joy. Being able to feel joy as children should feel, in little, big, whatever things, daily joy. Let's remember humanity.
Yes, thank you. Let's remember humanity. And I would just say, yes, the few final words, we have a dear friend, Michael Fitzpatrick, who will share a few words of his last piece that will be done. He's a renowned cellist and prepared a song that for His Holiness Dalai Lama, Invocation of the Earth. And that's why after a short pause, we would be also here sharing this Man of Compassion, a video, happy birthday to Dalai Lama, but to someone who is really an inspiration beyond religion in that way. So thank you, Michael, for sharing those words, and thank you all of you here to be here. And so let's go for the last few words and the music, but let's be that the beginning of a new chapter for many, in many ways. Thank you for being here.
Michael Fitzpatrick, and while my Irish last name doesn't give it away, my maternal grandparents were from Poland, and our family member was the legendary Polish Jewish violinist Bronislaw Huberman, who prior to the Second World War rescued 1,000 of the finest Eastern European Jewish musicians and saved them from certain perish in the Holocaust and got them to then Palestine to found what became the Israel Philharmonic. So the One Humanity Institute's plans for the new center in the town of Oswiecim, adjacent to the Auschwitz site where so many great souls perished, is extraordinarily important to me, and I know to Jewish people everywhere in the world, because in many ways, for the first time, it offers a solution for transformation of the atrocity. It's so important, of course, to never forget, but it's critical that the injustices that occurred be transformed, and the blight on the land there, in fact, be cleared. And I can think of no better way to do that than by universal coming together at the beautiful Interfaith Center that is in design, and to use the music and the art as the restoration process so that we can all say not only never again, but somehow find a place of really extinguishing the atrocities and lighting a torch in a way that will shine ever brightly as a testament to humanity's, and in particular the Jewish people's, extraordinary resilience to overcome. So with that, I add my note, I add my voice, and I encourage you, wherever you may be watching, to tune in the days ahead and to lend your support in every way you can. Thank you so much.